Hello friends, welcome back to Walter Limited. I'm James. I wanted to answer at least partially the very first question that I've gotten consistently from everyone about my channel, because it pretty much informs how I want to organize and present my Lego journey. That question is, what is LTD? And that's a good question. I picked it for several reasons, and I won't bore you with all of those, and I'll talk about more of them along the way in later videos. First and most directly, it's an abbreviation. LTD or LLC stand for limited, as in limited liability company. So it sounded professional. Next, the letters LTD stand for several things about me. My Lego lair is in the basement, so LTD can be Lord of this dungeon. LTD can be Lego Toy Dude, which is how some of my kids' friends have referred to me. Oh yeah, your dad's the Lego Toy Dude. Or it can be late to day one, because most of the stuff that I purchase is not on day one, and if it is on day one or at any other time, I'm working on getting it at a discount. I don't want to pay full price for anything. So I will wait on most stuff until I can get it for a better deal than where it is to start with. And the third, LTD, represents the limited resources that anybody in the Lego community runs into. Limited time, limited space, and limited money. I think you can all agree, the struggle is real. Like many Lego fans, the limited time, space, and money have led to something of a disaster in my Lego lair. Half-finished projects, sets, and parts scattered everywhere, and then add to my own chaos the somewhat dubious assistance of 5 children that also play in this area. It gets dangerous. It isn't pretty, and I'm on a quest. One of my reasons for starting this channel was to document my Lego journey, so that I could share experiences that have brought me joy, and so that I could have some record of the things that I built. Because for me, nearly everything gets disassembled so that I can eventually use the parts in something else. Limited money and space make it a necessity. And I have a pretty big area. There are, however, some sets or builds that I want to keep displayed longer term. So I need to take the time and make the space to make that happen. The money's already spent in this case. So let me introduce you to the thought process for my long-term display. My taste in Lego is pretty eclectic, and different things have played important roles at different times for me. So this is where the famous White Billy bookshelves from IKEA come in. I plan to have each section display a set, a theme, or a mock of something that has played an influential part in my Lego journey. When we finished our basement, I also left some space in the bulkheads so that I could display small things up there. Unfortunately, it has mostly become another spot to just stick things willy-nilly. No real organization. I want to solve that and purposefully choose sets or custom builds that mean something to me. Next is this backdrop. As you can see, I want it to be neat and organized, still dialing it in. I also want to be able to switch things in and out of my background so that it can be topical and so that it can change and be interesting over time and more dynamic. So far, I've had to clear it off each and every time I've wanted to record a video. Or if I have video calls for work and I want it to look professional, that can make the couch somewhat less usable. Or the air hockey table. Finally, the tables. Before we finished the basement, I had a small city set up so that the kids could play in it, and it hasn't recovered since the basement got finished. The goal is to get the green tables set back up as a cool display and as an area that my munchkins can play in. The black tables is the area I've been using for mock building and to document my collection, aka really bad amateur photography. In the process of my Lego journey, I've developed what I think is a fairly efficient and effective parts organization system. And sometime I'll probably walk you through how I got to this point in the organization journey. And like any parts organization system, it's in constant need of fine-tuning and adjustment. So my journey on the channel will include some of that organization process. The first step in getting the display ready, though, is making space. So I'm going to show you my very first attempt at a time-lapse or sped-up recording. And to start with, it's probably a lot like rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic, but I think we're going to get to a pretty good place as time goes on. And hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate your support. If you have comments or if you have questions that you want answered, leave them down below. I'd love to answer. All told, this took me a couple of hours and nearly every bin that I had to put all the extra stuff into. And here we are, left with a clean slate, ready for storytelling. Just don't look behind the camera. You may have noticed new, very simple branding up on the YouTube channel. Well, here's where it came from. I'm still experimenting, but I think this is a pretty good start. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Hello there, friends. Like many there are, however, some. I plan to have each shut.